Good morning. Welcome to Lunar Beach's Crypto in the morning. Wow. Gotta be quiet. The whole family's asleep. Uh-oh. It is 5:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. I decided to do a morning show before I have to go to work in the morning. So, because I do have a day job. So I have to go to work. I have to leave in like an hour. So this will only be like a 30-minute show. Every week or every weekday, Monday through Friday. We're gonna just try and go over some news and then get into the charts. Try and see if we can get some early morning setups, and then go about our day. See how everything goes. Say hey to everybody. You know, Alex O Crypto, Piper Academy, everybody, Frankie Candles, all that stuff as we progress throughout the day. But let's go ahead and get started on the show. Thank you for joining me. Hey, G Corp. I see you're up bright and early. Glad to have you here, as always. Don't forget to hit that like button, and if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe. But thank you for adding me to your morning drive, your morning commute. I'm sure some of you are heading to work, or are getting ready for work, or you're in London or something like that, and you're on the other side of the world, and it's like the afternoon or evening to you. So good afternoon, good evening to those watching later in their days. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. So I've got the CoinGecko up. We can see our market cap sitting at $1.664 trillion. 24-hour trading volumes down a little bit, $47.9 billion. I prefer to be up in the, towards the hundreds. That shows me a lot more volatility. But we can still make trades regardless. But let's go ahead and get into some stuff that I just wanted to go over this morning. So, spot Bitcoin ETFs. This is from Coin Intelligence. Spot Bitcoin ETFs see robust growth with 10,667 BTC accumulated in 5 days. Wild. So on the 5th day of trading, issuers of spot Bitcoin exchange-traded funds made a significant addition to their holdings, accumulating a net worth of 10,667 Bitcoins. Do you say Bitcoins or Bitcoin? For plural. Throw 1 in chat if you say Bitcoin. Throw a 2 in chat if you say Bitcoins. The trading activity was accompanied by a surge in trading volumes, indicating growing interest in these investment products. Data provided by the X, formerly known as Twitter, account CC15 Capital for January 17 reveals that a substantial $440 million worth of Bitcoin was added to the ETF holdings by the end of the trading day. Notably, BlackRock's ETF led the pack, acquiring 8,700 Bitcoin, which translates to nearly $358 million in value. The data further demonstrates that 9 ETFs, excluding Grayscale, have collectively purchased approximately 68,500 BTC since their launch, currently valued at around $2.8 billion. However, these recent Bitcoin acquisitions by ETFs were partly offset by ongoing outflows from the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, which saw 10,824 Bitcoin, approximately $444 million being sold off. To me, what does that sound like? That sounds like a net inflow or outflow or gain. You know what I'm saying. Net buy. I'm looking over at myself instead of looking at you in the camera. If you're even watching and not just listening. But anyway. Since its inversion to a spot ETF on January 11th, GBTC has witnessed nearly 38,000 BTC exiting its holdings. Okay, there's the 38,000. Woo! Leaving its holdings. So, meanwhile, Bloomberg ETF analyst Eric Balchunas shared data indicating that the newborn 9, a term he coined for the new spot Bitcoin ETFs excluding GBTC, I thought there were 11, experienced a remarkable 34% surge in daily trading volume on their 5th day of operations. Moving on. 9 Bitcoin ETF issuers hold about $4 billion in BTC less than 2 weeks after launch. That just further cements that idea. Now, this is something that I wanted to go over, get into. So, Bitcoin ETFs, are they a game changer or a threat to crypto's core principles? Also by Crypto Intelligence. Let's see. In the inaugural week of trading for United States Spot Bitcoin Exchange, traded funds, an astonishing influx of capital surged into these new investment vehicles. However, amidst their remarkable popularity, voices from the crypto world are raising concerns, contending that the ETFs might contradict the core principles upon which cryptocurrencies were founded. So on January 10th, blah, 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 subsequently, to get to the, okay. Andy Bromberg, the CEO of wallet developer Eco, expressed concerns about the potential for traditional financial institutions to gain excessive influence through Bitcoin ETFs. He argued that when investors buy these ETFs, they essentially provide Wall Street with funds to purchase Bitcoin, while they themselves only own a share on paper. He lamented that this deviates from the original ideals of Bitcoin, emphasizing that it may lead to Wall Street institutions controlling a significant portion of the circulating Bitcoin supply. Bromberg criticized ETFs as a stripped-down version of Bitcoin, removing the technology's intrinsic features and focusing solely on its price. However, he did acknowledge the importance of ETF approval as it allows Americans to express their opinions on Bitcoin within the financial markets. Still, he stressed that the crypto community faces a critical test in guiding new investors toward self-custodying their assets to prevent Wall Street dominance. G Corp says it's Bitcoin. Plural is Bitcoin. I agree. So let's see. Is there anything, reservations? So this doesn't actually give like an actual breakdown. So Henning also pointed out the increasing ease of self-custodying crypto assets, particularly within the Ethereum ecosystem, due to developers like developments like Ethereum Improvement Proposal 7212. So this proposal would allow on-chain signatures using facial recognition technology, simplifying the process for users to sign transactions securely, reducing the need for ETFs to manage their assets. So now we can scan our faces to get into our Bitcoin using phones from companies that want to have our faces so that they can get to our Bitcoin. Tinfoil hat. Okay. So what do you guys think? Do you think net positive, ETF is net positive, or does it? I know that there are some network security concerns. I think that's more of what I was looking for than this, but we can get into that another day. But for now, we're going to we're not going to get into that. Crypto whales taking advantage of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Chainlink dips. So, crypto whales are buying up Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Chainlink. This whole article from the Daily Hodl goes over all of that. Just wanted to point that out, and then we can look at those coins in the chart. We've got Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Chainlink. And then key insights from the Coinbase lawsuit against the SEC. In brief, Bloomberg analyst Elliot Stein shared updates. Stein's confidence in Coinbase's defense against SEC claims was shaken after the hearing. The Ripple case's outcome may influence the ongoing Coinbase lawsuit. Thank you, Ripple, for winning that lawsuit against the SEC. All of crypto should thank Ripple for that. They won't. Half the people will still hate Ripple, which you can hate Ripple. I don't understand why people hate XRP, but you can hate Ripple. XRP is just a decentralized ledger, but if you want to hate Ripple, I mean, fine. This is something that I found interesting that I want to get into later as well. So, Social Network White Paper introduces Bitcoin staking and Layer 2 protocol aiming to scale Bitcoin. We're going to get into that another time. So, the first 10 minutes of the show, we do a brief thing of some news, and then we get into the charts. And then 10 minutes of me charting. And then the last 10 minutes of the show we can use for coins that you guys may suggest. If you don't suggest any, I'm just going to go over some random coins. All right. So we're looking at Bitcoin overnight. So we've been waiting for a pullback. I was speaking of this in the Otter Gang Discord. Go and check out Alex O Crypto. He should be in the description, and also check out Piper Academy, also in my description below. Go check those guys out. They are wonderful people, and they encouraged me to get this going and get this live stream going. And it was all about finding a time when I could do it, because I work for a living. I still have a day job, so I was like, well, the only real time I have I could make, is if I start going to bed earlier and wake up and do a show in the morning. So here we are. Let me take a drink of my coffee from my Baby Yoda mug. So I'm a man in a flannel shirt getting ready to go to his service job. It's real good. It's good stuff. Yeah. Ugh. One of the worst things about doing a morning show is that I'm like super clogged in the morning. But anyway, I had these measure moves laid out. Of course, we did come down all the way down to the 0.887. And we got a nice bounce off of that so far. But these were measured moves based off of this high to this low. So what I did was, let's remove that and that. Let's just remove all this stuff, get it out of the way. This is stop loss. So from the high to the low of this range, and then we take it. So we got our low right here. Okay, so I'm gonna go from either the last high before the breakdown, which could be like right here, or we take this one right here, because this one took this one out. So we take that one. All right, that was my first target. And then from the bottom of the range, measured move. This is called a measured move from the bottom of the range down to there. And of course, we did pick up there a little bit. But then we did end up coming all the way down to that 0.887, which is fine. As long as we hold this, we should be okay. Now, if we zoom out, let's go to the 4-hour, and let's see if we can pick up on any divergences happening in the chart, because that's something that we do want to look for. We want to look for divergences. If this price does continue down, but our oscillators do something like this, while price does this, then we could possibly set up a bullish divergence if this thing will draw properly. Let's do a trend line tool. Bullish divergence where our oscillator is coming to the upside, giving us that higher low, and our price is giving us that lower low. So we could see this actually come down. I might get stopped out, which is fine. That's how you do your risk to reward. Just how you manage your risk. I get stopped out. That's fine. I'm already in a long. I DCA'd into a long. So I am just waiting now. So I'm hoping that we do see that bounce. But the good thing is we do have our momentum coming up a little bit, but our money flow is still in the red, and our ribbon here is still tracking to the downside as well, but our momentum is starting to pop up a little bit on to the upside. So I'd like to see that get above that 0 line and stay above there, especially once the money flow and our trend ribbon both get to the upside. Then we can really start to see some movement, a reversal come in here. So that's what I'm looking for on Bitcoin. I want to see that reversal pattern come in. Let's go down to the 1 hour, see how we're doing on the 1 hour. Do we have anything there? Maybe a slight bullish divergence. I'm not quite sure. We could see some more downside. Taking a look. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. So this didn't get deep into the blue here. This is the Trend Fusion Oscillator by Chart Prime. These are both, this is Chart Prime's oscillators. This is a reversal signal. This ribbon, I would like to see get down to the oversold. I don't really like the terms oversold and overbought, but that's what people know them as, so I'm just going to call them that. I'd like to see this get more into the oversold, to be honest, but we did get a reversal signal right there at that bottom, called a reversal. Now, how you could have played that, let's go down, let's go to the 15 minutes, see if there's a reversal signal on that one. Okay, no, there it was here, bullish reversal. So 15-minute bullish reversal confirmed on this candle. So I can go down to the 1 minute because I pair the 15-minute with the 1 minute. As far as 15-minute for my points of interest, 1 minute for my entries. So 15-minute point of interest, it's going to be this high and this high and this high, right? So if I go down to the 1 minute, what I'm going to look for is a break of this structure. We're going to slap on a fib retracement. Okay, so we got the break of the structure, fib retracement, and I'm going to look for a pullback to a point of interest to enter on. I've doubled up on fibs here, doubled up on fibs here. So could see price come back down here, 40,000 for 450 or so. But if I wanted to scalp a trade on this, then I would definitely enter here somewhere in this zone. Let me just give you a zone. Like right here. Stop loss down there. Let's just put this in the middle. Stop loss. And then I would just target this high right here. Why this one? Because we had all this down movement before price really started to break down, and we bounced off of that. So that's telling me that there's liquidity here. So that is liquidity that we can run into. So that's a 1.57% gain off of the lows. Now, if you could have anticipated this reversal, then you might have picked up right here. And then you would have already hit a target here and could be on your way to hitting your second target, third target, and then getting all the way out up here. These are just for short-term scalps. So that is what we are looking at with Bitcoin. So I just want to see a reversal today. I'm thinking we should get it. Zooming out. Let's go to the daily real quick, see what we're looking like there. Can you just act right? Goodness gracious. So Alex, Alex, so crypto, what are you thinking about the show so far? Excellent, excellent. I'm glad you enjoy it. Let's see. So we're looking for. I would like, man, I would really love. So we're on the daily, and it's not really showing me anything as far as like like a divergence or anything like that. This is just gonna have to be. Let's go to the 12-hour. Okay, so we do have a bullish reversal here, but we are urged to caution. That's the 12-hour. So we're beginning sucked back into this range value area here. We want to see that hold. Yeah, if we can get this 4-hour to come up, which closes in 9 minutes. So once that closes, I do like the lower wicks being nice and long. That shows that buyers are stepping in, picking up Bitcoin. Our ribbon is purple down here on our trend fusion oscillator. We're in the red, so it's just kind of wait a second. Let's take our time. Let's be patient. Wait for us to get some bullish confirmation out of here. So, and for us to see that, we want to come up. We want to create a new high by breaking that high there, closing above it, and then shifting to the upside. That is what we always look for, and then that is where we enter for a confirmation type of strategy. So that's your reversal. That's what it typically looks like. You come down. Now we did get, let's see, we got, this is the 1 hour. I like to see stuff in threes. So when we come down, I would like to see like 2 consolidation ranges. Okay, so I like to see like one. Here's an easy way to. So when we're coming down, we come down, consolidate, come down, consolidate, and then come down, and then get our reversal, and then come up, consolidate, 1, 2, 3. And then it starts the whole thing over again. Flip it. Can I flip it? It won't let me flip it. Okay. So this is basically what we look for. Something like this. So this is a markdown phase. This is a markup phase. And if you can see how it's basically, okay, this was resistance. Now we're trying to turn it to support. This was resistance. Now we're trying to turn it into support, right? So that is basically how this works. And you would enter at the bottom of one of these consolidation ranges if you are long, and at the top of one of these consolidation ranges if you are short. So if you are bearish on the market, or you see some liquidity over to the left that needs to be taken out, then this is the structure that we would be looking for. Now let's go back to current price action. Right now, I like what I'm seeing. However, I wonder if we don't have to take out this low before we can move higher. This is the previous week low, so it could very well be the case that we take out this low before we can move higher. But that does not mean that we can't hold here and have things slowly develop. So it's all about would you rather like a big V bottom reversal, or would you rather this thing kind of work itself out slowly just in this range, right? and then get out of here. So that's kind of what we're looking for, but the main thing, like I said, is just waiting on that reversal. Some type of W pattern, double bottom, triple bottom, something like that, with confluence of like a divergence, some type of bullish divergence. That's what we want to look for whenever we are trading these markets. No matter your time frame, it's the same thing, up or down, that whole structure, that markup phase, that mark down phase, all of that is the same thing all the way down. From the monthly to the weekly to the daily, all of that. It's all the same. It's all fractal. Because you have the really big players that play the big game. They're the ones trading on the weekly and the daily, monthly. Probably nothing smaller than a daily. Then you have your swing traders, daily, 4 hour, 15 minute. Then you have your scalpers, 1 hour, 5 minute, 15 minute, 1 minute, anything an hour or less. So, wow. These streams are going to fly by, dude. Let's go ahead and take a look at ETH. I might not even do news, guys. I might not do news. Let's take a look at the ETH USD. If you like the news, hit that like button. Actually, if you like news, give me a 1 in chat. If you want me to do nothing but show charts, do a 2. If you want both, do 3. Let's see. Well, let's just do the old Coinbase. All right, ETH, what are we looking like? I am a little early this morning. I got up at 3:30. My son woke me up at 3:30. Well, that didn't play out, whatever that was. So, and I couldn't go back to sleep. So, all I got to do is put on my shoes and walk out the door. So, I can go a couple extra minutes later if I want to. Is ETH showing us that it has bottomed out 3? Oh, well. Okay. I like them both too. Wow, ETH. Okay. All right. Are you showing me? You're not showing me you're closer to a bullish divergence than Bitcoin, that's for sure. So we do have a possible bull div on the 4 hour for ETH. Okay. So we've got our price coming down, our oscillator coming up. If we can get this thing to bounce right here and have our money flow curve back to the upside and our momentum curve back to the upside, then we could see a nice bullish reversal. So that's what I would be looking for on Ethereum. I want to go over one coin in particular because it had a massive move, and that is UMA. I was going to get into a little bit of the fundamentals on it, but for some reason, I had an article open last night, but for some reason it went bye-bye. I don't know what happened to it. So yeah, massive move on UMA last week. It has gone up 200% in the last couple of weeks. This whole move, yeah, 217% from this blue line was my initial buy. My $2 are now, my $2, was it $2 or $1? My $2 are now like almost $6. Winning, baby. That is for the Coinbase portfolio that everybody sees. And don't forget to join the Discord. It's my Coinbase portfolio is in the Discord. It's just a little side project that I'm doing to help new people or people that don't really like build portfolios, don't know how to build a portfolio, kind of like that. Just kind of slowly but surely integrating different things within that But yeah, whatever. UMA. So massive explosion on UMA. Question is, how high can it go? I've heard people eyeing $13.30. My next target that I'm going to sell at is just $7. I'm going to sell at $7. I'm going to make my money in my portfolio and then move that into something else that's lagging behind, because that's how I do my portfolio. It's just spot buy this, let it go up 2-3x, sell it, find something else that's lagging behind. Take profits, put profits to the side, take some profits, put them to the side, take original investment, take my original investment out and put the profits into the crypto. It really varies however you want to do it. It's your risk. So, just don't forget. Don't put more money than you can afford to lose into these markets, okay? Okay, don't go out putting your rent money into these markets, okay? Only money that you can afford to lose. Okay? All right. All right, that's yeah. So UMA, $7. That's that target on that. Let's see, is there anything else? Arbitrum. Everything's kind of down today. We can see we're in the red. Is there anything green? I've got nothing in the green on the Femex perps. Let's go to the Coinbase. Ooh, AMP is pushing, so we've got AMP moving. AMP has been in a long consolidation range for quite some time, and it is finally starting to look like it might get some upside. This might be our next UMA. This AMP might be our next UMA. Let's go ahead and zoom out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. AMP looks like it's ready to freaking blast off. I mean, it's already up 18% on the day. AXL, XLR, it's yeah. Oh man, that's a buy for me. Oh yeah, we're flipping. We're going into the green. That's good. We're getting a pullback now. How much of a pullback? Let's go down to the 15-minute. Where could we enter on this? So this is a market phase. So look, 1, 2, 3 to the upside. Then I would look for retracement. Okay. We're up to the 50 right now. But retracement up in here somewhere, and then a dip, and then keep on going. Now it could look like this also. But either way, buying somewhere in this range, I know. Buying somewhere in this range. This is spot buy, okay? Because these things go 200, 300%, You got to be able to get out. And do you really need to put leverage on something that's going to go up 200, 300%? I don't know. That's up to you. Not financial advice, of course. But yeah, I would look for a possible pullback here on XLR. Now, if it does continue higher, then wait for a pullback of some kind to enter. But for now, we've pulled back a little bit. I would wait for it to come up a little more and do another pullback, maybe up to the 786, 887, somewhere in there, and then pull back, and then that's where I would long from, somewhere in there. All right, AMP's going. AMP is going. We are green on our money flow, green on our momentum, green on our ribbon. We've got a flip of the ribbon down here on our trend fusion. This thing might get going. Anyways, that's going to be it for me, guys. I got work. I gotta be at work in an hour. But thank you for joining me. I wrote this down so that I don't forget to say it. Okay? All right. So, don't forget to use a stop loss and solid risk management in general, okay? Protect your capital at all costs. Nothing on this channel is to be considered financial advice. I'm just a dude that loves and trades crypto and wakes up before work to share my views of the market. Hope you all have a radical day. I don't have to remember that. I hope you all have a radical day. Be careful when you're riding those waves. Stay saucy, friends. Bye. How do I change? Did I